one half of the Scented Barbers. This is the first video I've done, so please bear with me. And the first video that I'm going to do is my pressed penny collection from Walt Disney World, Florida. My daughter is also going to do her pressed penny video as well, so you'll be able to find that on our channel too. Months before we went to Florida, I decided that the thing I wanted to do, the project I wanted to do while we were going round there for 2 weeks, was to collect pressed pennies as we went along. So any memory that we had, any great ride, any great character, any other resort that we were visiting, I wanted to get a penny to commemorate that. So we decided, each of us, to buy the pressed penny book, and if I open it up, you can see that it's four-sided and there's a side for each of the parks. That was $12.99, and we decided to buy the pressed pennies as we went along and to slot them into the penny slots in chronological order, so that by the end of the holiday we'd have a chronological order of everything that had meant something to us. What I also did when we went along, we were staying at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and something that they give you in Animal Kingdom Lodge is like a little Disney World notebook and pen. So every day when we got back to our room, and every night when we got back to our room, we were filling in the list of pennies that we were getting. So by the end of our trip, we'd filled in all of these just to remind us of the penny that we got, where we'd got it from, and the order that we'd collected them in. So I'm not going to take all of the pennies out individually because with these nails it's really hard to do. So I'm going to do my best to hold the pennies up close to the camera and just keep my fingers crossed that it will focus it. Okay, let's start. So this is my pressed penny book all completed. Hope you can see that. I decided just to go for the pennies and not for the quarters as well, just so they'd all match, just because I'm a bit of a geek like that. And as we went along, all the cast members were so helpful in the shops trying to change money to get quarters and pennies for the machine. So for each of these, most of them, we needed 2 quarters and 1 penny. As we were going round Walt Disney World though in May, it was really annoying because they were updating the penny machines as we were there. So every day pressed penny machines were being taken away from the parks or the hotels, and a few days later they'd come back, but instead of costing 51 cents they would cost $1. So we tried just to stick to the ones that were 51 cents while we saw them, but there's a couple of ones in here that did cost $1. There's also a couple of them that were free, but I'll tell you about those as we get to them. Okay, so the very first coin that I got is a 2019 Mickey coin, and we got that at the same time that we actually bought the books, and it actually says 2019, and I thought it'd be a great way from Magic Kingdom, from our first day, from when we bought the book, to get our first penny. And the second one just next to it is Rapunzel. That was from the same penny machine in Magic Kingdom. Tangled is one of my favourite films. We met Rapunzel on the first day of Magic Kingdom, and I just thought it was another great penny to get. The next penny I've got is from the Hollywood Tower of Terror. So this is day 2 now when we were at Hollywood Studios. And alongside that, I've got one from the Rock and Roller Coaster. I'm really sorry if you can't see the pennies. I'm trying to zoom in as much as possible. I really enjoyed getting the pennies from my favourite rides and my favourite shows. I thought it was a great way to sort of commemorate the experience. Moving on to the second row now. On night 2 we were in Disney World. We went to Ohana at the Polynesian, which was amazing. I'd seen so many videos at the Ohana and I really wanted to go. So while we were there, I got the Pocahontas coin from just outside their gift shop. The next one I got is a Mickey one. It's a Sorcerer Mickey one that says, "Let the magic begin." And that one, if I check my notes, is back at Magic Kingdom again. So this must have been our next day at Magic Kingdom. And along with that, I got the Cinderella Castle, because I knew that during our trip, actually on our anniversary, we were going to be eating at Cinderella's Royal Table. So I got the castle. And just next to that, I also got Frozen, that day from the Magic Kingdom. Me and my daughter are both huge Frozen fans. Let's see what we're moving on to now. Oh, a good one next. So I'm moving on to the third row now. I got a Splash Mountain coin just after we got off Splash Mountain and got ridiculously wet. And then, as we were going through, I think it's Adventureland, I went into the, there's like a little tunnel between the gift shop and the toilets and where the sunglasses hut is. And there was like 2 pressed penny machines hidden away in there. And I saw Grumpy from the Seven Dwarfs, and my husband's Disney character is Grumpy. So I got that to commemorate him. The next one I got, it's from Animal Kingdom, this one, and it's Winnie the Pooh. I'm really not a Winnie the Pooh fan. I never gravitate towards Winnie the Pooh. But we went to the Crystal Palace twice while we were at Magic Kingdom, and meeting Pooh and his friends was just amazing. The Crystal Palace was one of my favourite places for breakfast. And we also went on the Winnie the Pooh ride that day as well. So when we went to Animal Kingdom that night, I got the Winnie the Pooh as like a safari ranger. And just next to that, while we were at Animal Kingdom and we'd done the safari, I got the Animal Kingdom Tree of Life coin as well. So again, all in order. Next one, these are the first ones that I got from Epcot. We are huge Finding Nemo and Finding Dory fans. And my nickname that I've had for a few years, only my husband and my daughter call me this, but it's Turtle. So Crush is basically one of my Disney characters. So when I saw the Handshell Dude coin in Nemo and the Seas, I think it's called, on the ride, I had to get the Turtle coin. And as well as the Turtle coin at Epcot, I thought I've already got the Cinderella Castle from Magic Kingdom. I've already got the Tree of Life from Animal Kingdom. So I got the huge golf ball that represents Epcot. I thought that'd be a really good addition. Again, the same night. And that one says 2019 as well. The next one that I got from Epcot was the following morning. We actually ate at Chippendale's Garden Grill, which was a fantastic character meet and greet. And the cinnamon swirl rolls that you get there are just amazing. So I decided to get the Chippendale Garden Grill coin. I thought it was really cool that they did a coin for a restaurant. And the next one is a Mission Space coin. So we're still in Epcot. Next one, I got some princess ones. I think I got these from just outside the Magic Kingdom, near from where the monorail goes. So I decided to get Snow White and Cinderella because I think we've just watched the firework display, so it was quite fitting to get those 2 coins. Next one I got, okay, so we're back at Animal Kingdom now. The next one I got was Everest. Me and my daughter rode Everest, I think 4 times during our trip in May. So I thought I'm going to have to get the coin. And it's like Mickey as an expeditionist climbing Mount Everest. And the coin next to it is a coin that I actually paid $1 for just because I had to get a coin from Pandora in Animal Kingdom. And the only machine that they had there was a $1 coin. So I decided to get the classic Pandora symbol of it's like a hanging tree and fountain in the land. There you go. The next one is also from Animal Kingdom. It's a Lion King coin because we went to the Festival of the Lion King. And then following on from that, we went to Disney Springs. I really wanted a coin that said Disney Springs. I didn't realise I'd be going back to Disney Springs quite so much because I really loved it. But the first coin I got from Disney Springs was a Lilo and Stitch coin. I really wanted to get a Lilo and Stitch coin from the Polynesian because that's where they sort of live, but they didn't have one in their machine. I hope you can focus in on that. And still at Disney Springs, they had loads of the 51-cent machines in Disney Springs. We were so spoilt for choice. So the next one I got is actually a Goofy one. It's from the Goofy Candy Store, just to represent all of the sweets and stuff that we brought home with our leftover snacks credits. And there's like a special Toy Story shop. It seems to sell nothing but Toy Story. So I decided to get one of the aliens from Toy Story. So that's these 2 just there. Hope you can see that. There you go. My next Disney Springs one was a Minnie Mouse eating an ice cream. I'm a big ice cream fan, and the ice cream in Disney as well as the Dole Whip was amazing. So this was for Disney Springs and for Minnie and for ice cream. And then I think the next one I'm going to home you in on is from Hollywood Studios. I don't seem to have got as many from Hollywood Studios. Got 2 from Hollywood Studios. I got Mike sort of opening a door, and I got, oh no, that's going on somewhere else now. So I'll just zoom in on Minnie eating her ice cream and Mike going through the door. Okay. We're back at Disney Springs now. No, I'm telling a lie. We're not at Disney Springs. We went to the Boardwalk for a meal and just to have a look around the hotel there. And we ate at the Flying Fish, which was amazing. But while we were in the Boardwalk, we actually got the aerial coin from the Boardwalk Hotel. The staff in there was super nice. They had like plans of all the Disney Press penny machines around the whole parks and Disney Springs. They were a great reference. And the next one, so I've cut half of it off. I was really disappointed with this one. The machine must have just been a bit faulty, but it actually says Boardwalk on, and it's got one of those bikes on that you pedal, like 4 people pedal. That we kept seeing people going up and down the boardwalk were using. Okay, back to Epcot now. Oh, I've got 4 from Epcot. So the first one is a Frozen coin, and it is Kristoff from Frozen. The next one is a classic Epcot golf ball with Mickey's wand on top. I think I might have even got those from the same machines. Some of the machines you're really lucky and you can find like 2 or 3 that you like, and others you're just like, nah, I don't want anything there. The next one is from Soarin'. Soarin'. I really embarrassed my daughter because every time we went anywhere near Soarin', I would sing that song. Soarin' was one of my favourite rides until I went on Flights of Passage, which just blew Soarin' out of the water. So I've got one to represent Soarin', and the one next to it is from Italy in Epcot. Our family went to Pisa a few years ago and we loved it. So we got the Italy Epcot coin just because it had the Leaning Tower of Pisa on it. So you can see that there's the Soarin' coin and there's the Italy coin. Moving on to the second half of the book now. I'm still in Epcot, and I got the Epcot Mexico, so it's like Mickey with like a Mexican hat on. Me and my husband had our honeymoon in Mexico in 2006, and we're actually going back to Mexico next year, so I thought it'd be a fitting coin to get. And then we're moving back to Hollywood Studios. This was the only set of coins that we got. So basically, at some of the digital machines, it's $1 for 1 coin, or it's $5 for all 8 of a collection. And there was a Beauty and the Beast collection in one of the gift shops in Hollywood Studios. And without even planning it, Beauty and the Beast just seemed to be like the theme of our trip. We ate at Be Our Guest on the first morning. We ate at Be Our Guest for one of our evenings. Meeting the Beast was just amazing. We went to go and see the Beauty and the Beast show. Me and my daughter argue constantly on how to pronounce Lumiere. And I think I was saying Lumiere, and she was saying it's not Lumiere, it's Lumiere, or something like that. Anyway, I can only say it with a French accent now. Lumiere. So we decided to get all 8 coins for $5 and then split them between the 2 of us. So I chose 4, she chose 4. The first 2 that I put in my book are the rose that we saw in Be Our Guest in the restaurant, and Gaston. We met Gaston on our first day in Magic Kingdom, and he was one of the best characters that we got to meet. He spent so much time with us and he was fantastic. The next one I got is the Liberty Bell from Magic Kingdom. We went on the Liberty Bell on our second day in Magic Kingdom, and we got so frustrated with all the love bugs on the river there. It was awful, but the actual boat ride was brilliant, and seeing the Liberty Bell lit up at night was just fantastic. Where am I now? Ooh, okay, so we went to the Contemporary Resort, even though we were staying at Animal Kingdom. We had a reservation for Chef Mickey's, and one of the things that I kept doing that was really annoying is because there's a Simpsons episode with a monorail song in, and any time I saw a monorail, I would just sing the Simpsons song. So that got very annoying very quickly, but because it was such a feature of our holiday, I really wanted to get the monorail coin. I actually also got the Chef Mickey coin. This was a freebie. The Chef Mickey coin was a freebie. So basically I went into the arcade in the Contemporaries Art and the machine was out of order. So I really cheekily went up to one of the staff in the gift shop and said, I'm only here for a few more days. I'm collecting my pressed pennies. So I got my book out and everything. I said, and I've been collecting one from everywhere I go and I really want the Chef Mickey one. Can you tell me when the machine is going to be fixed? And he was like, no, I can't tell you when it's going to be fixed, but I can check in the back for you because we have like a treasure chest of things that get lost, things that people leave, and there are some pressed pennies that have sort of like flown out of the machine in this treasure chest box. So I said, oh, thank you, that'd be amazing. He came back with a pressed penny, so helpful, and I actually ended up leaving him an email on the Walt Disney World website because you can compliment cast members as you go along and they get like rewarded for it. So he really, really made my day. If you see a pressed penny that you like, but it's not available because the machine's broken, always ask a cast member because you can never tell what they can do for you. The next one I got, because I had to get Woody. It was ages till I saw Woody. I saw him in Magic Kingdom and he was near actually the Liberty Bell. I can't believe we'd walked past that machine so many times. I'd never seen him. I had to just get Woody. There was no other reason for it. Back to Disney Springs now. I decided to get Olaf from Frozen because he's one of my favourite Disney characters. And the next one, I didn't have any villain coins and I saw Jafar. No, sorry, it's not Jafar. My daughter's got Jafar. It's Maleficent. So I saw Maleficent in one of the gift shops at Disney Springs and it was the same story. The machine was out of order. So I went to the cast member in the shop. He had a look in the back and lo and behold, he came back with the Maleficent coin. So I got to have a villain. I think there's only like 7 villain coins, so they're quite rare. And the next one I got at Disney Springs was a Winnie the Pooh and Friends. I think that was because we'd gone back to the Crystal Palace yet again. We were on the Disney dining plan, which was amazing. So we just made full use of all of the restaurants. The next one is Lumia and Cogsworth, which was another one of our Beauty and the Beast collection. And then I had to go, I know that I'd got the turtle from Finding Nemo, but we were back at Coral Reef and back, we'd seen the Nemo show at Animal Kingdom twice by now, so I had to get another coin to represent Nemo. We're nearly done, I promise. The next one is, it's like a Chinese coin from Epcot, so it's got a Chinese symbol on. And I decided to get Donald because I didn't have Donald on like any coins, and it says strength. And we also got Norway because Norway's where Frozen was, and we spent quite a bit of time in Norway. We also went to the Akershus, I can't even say it, Akershus as well, which is the other restaurant. It's a bit like Cinderella's Royal Table. You get to meet all the princesses. It's like a character meet and greet. Hollywood Studios. I got another Minnie from Hollywood Studios because I felt I was just a bit low on Minnie. There you go. And the next one I got was Merida. Actually, I got this from Hollywood Studios, but we actually met Merida in the Magic Kingdom, and she was one of the best princesses to meet. She really spent some time with us. It was great. On to the last page now. So we went to go and see the Indiana Jones show towards the end of our trip. So I got the Indiana Jones Mickey with his like whip and hat. My 4th and final Beauty and the Beast coins going in here because this was the day that we went to go and see Beauty and the Beast at Hollywood Studios. It's also the same day that we ate at Be Our Guest restaurant in the evening and met the Beast. Then this is a strange one. We were running out of time and I knew that I needed to fill my pressed penny book. There was a few coins dotted about. Again, I think they're quite rare. And they're for Mickey's 90th birthday party, I think. So this one is Mickey and Minnie. It's from Hollywood Studios. And it says Mouse Party. The next one is the Alice in Wonderland Cheshire Cat. It's from Hollywood Studios, but the reason I really wanted it is because my favourite snack in the entirety of Disney World was the Cheshire Cat tail from the Cheshire Cat Cafe in Magic Kingdom. It was amazing. So I got the Cheshire Cat to represent that. The next one I got, this was a freebie. This was a good freebie. It's a Space Mountain coin, but it was a machine where you had to put $1 in. Well, it wasn't completely free actually. You had to put $1 in instead of 51 cents. So I put the $1 in, chose my coin, and it gave me 2 coins. So I kept one and my daughter kept one. So we actually got it for half price. On our, we're getting towards the end of the trip now, second to last day, we met Jack Sparrow in Magic Kingdom and we rode Pirates of the Caribbean. I realised I didn't have a Pluto, like on his own. So this is Pluto with the keys. And I know there's a dog with the keys to the jail in Pirates of the Caribbean. Big Thunder Mountain. We didn't see this coin until the very last day, and Big Thunder Mountain was the first ride that we went on with a fast pass, so had to get. I'm so glad I had the space for Big Thunder because I really needed that. Getting to the end now. So on our last night we went to the Grand Floridian, and this is a kind of Minnie in like a gorgeous like prom dress, which just completely sums up the Grand Floridian. And the final coin I got, I wanted to get it from Animal Kingdom Lodge because that's where we were staying, but I actually liked this coin more. It's from Animal Kingdom. It's Mickey as in his safari gear. I think there was a Mickey in his safari gear at Animal Kingdom Lodge, but it was a quarter and not a penny, and I really wanted the penny. So that is the last one. I'm really sorry that that video has taken so long. I so love my collection. I'm so glad that I did it. If you go into Disney World and you really want something to commemorate your trip, I highly, highly recommend to do this as an adult and with your kids as well. It just sets, it's like a project for you to do while you're there. Anyway, this is the first video I've done. Please bear with me. I hope I get better. Thank you for watching. Please check out my daughter's video as well because she's done a video on her pressed coin collection. And I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I think I have to say that. It's what everyone says, so I'm going to say it too. Like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.